With the addition of Sora, Smash Ultimate is finally complete, and what a roster this is. Each new DLC pack came with something very interesting and unique, so I thought that it would be a good idea to review/rank all of the challenger packs. Also, no Piranha Plant just because he didn't come with anything special. So without further ado, let's just jump into battle! Joker from Persona 5. Out of all the challenger packs, this one definitely feels the most unique. Joker himself is a very unique character. I'm sure that you all know that.
For his neutral special, he wields a gun.
But his ability comes from his Rebellion gauge. This gimmick works like Cloud's limit, but it doesn't disappear after one attack. It makes Joker shine compared to the rest of the characters, until Terry, Sephiroth, and Kazuya. Mementos is probably the most unique stage when it comes to the visual department, and the fact that the color of the stage changes depending on the music is really cool. Speaking of music, good lord, it's phenomenal. Thankfully they didn't remix too much of it, because Persona music is already so good. But the Beneath the Mask remix is absolutely amazing. His spirit board also comes with 13 spirits, which is a lot more compared to other spirit boards. I don't know the references of the spirits because I haven't played Persona 5 yet. Joker also has some great costumes. It's honestly still hard to believe that a Persona character is in this game. Like,
Is this for real?
Challenger Pack 1 is overall very solid. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Good job, Joker. By far the most important DLC character when it comes down to legacy. Dragon Quest is massive in Japan. So massive that it even has its own island. Seeing 4 heroes from the beloved series join the battle was incredible, even though the West acts salty as usual. But anyway, Hero is a lot of fun. When it comes to casual play, he is so much fun to use. All his RNG attacks make him an interesting character, and definitely a unique one, even though he isn't that healthy for competitive play. His stage is also beautiful. After recently finishing Dragon Quest XI, I have finally been able to see all the references in his stage. Being able to fly around Erdrea and see Arborea, Angry Law, Cetacea, Havens Above, and even Yggdrasil itself is really cool. While the stage isn't that unique, the background definitely makes up for it. While both him and his stage are awesome, his music isn't really. Unfortunately, no new remixes, and they use the inferior synthesized versions of the tracks from Dragon Quest XI. What's strange about this though, is that the announcement of Hero helped promote Dragon Quest XI-S, which is the Switch version. The Switch version contains the symphonic soundtrack instead of the synthesized one. So why didn't they go with the cleaner sounding symphonic version? His spirits are also just okay. They're not bad, and the Liquid Metal Slime one gave me a laugh. But I'm a little pissed that there's a spoiler in one of them. And I found that spoiler before I unlocked it in Dragon Quest XI. However, Hero's pack is still solid. It comes with a very fun and unique character, a beautiful stage, but some mediocre music and okay spirits. Challenger Pack 2 gets a 7.5 out of 10. It's good, but not extraordinary. While Japan rejoiced over Hero, the West rejoiced over Banjo and Kazooie. These characters were heavily requested for such a long time. To see them in Smash was a dream come true to many. They are a relatively standard character, with Wondering being their unique move. But they represent their game excellently, with almost all of their moves being brought over to Smash from the original games. Spiral Mountain is probably the most unique Smash stage. It takes the Z-axis and flips it all over the place. At least I think that's how math works. But Smash has never had a 3-dimensional stage before. Well, more like 2.5D, but still. It's very unique, and I like all the cameos that appear as well. You can even see 2D if you look close enough. I just don't really like the background color of the stage that much. Yggdrasil's altar feels vibrant and colorful, while Spiral Mountain feels dark and a bit ugly. Maybe that's fitting though, considering that Gruntilda's lair is so close, but still. Banjo's music selection is pretty good overall. 10 tracks are a decent amount, but I'll give the music selection an edge for the amount of remixes that it has. 7 remixes are included, and they all sound pretty good, Spiral Mountain and Treasure Trove Cove being standouts. On the other hand, the spirit selection is pretty weak. 8 spirits in total isn't that bad, but I feel like there could have been a little bit more. But they did include all the main characters from the game, so I can't really complain. Challenger Pack 3 gets an 8 out of 10. All the source material was done justice here, and it's a really solid addition. You can tell that this was Sakurai's favorite addition to the roster. Watching him gush over the Neo Geo was really wholesome. I still can't believe that 50 music tracks joined the battle. Oh, and also Terry, I guess. No, in all honesty, Terry is a fantastic addition. He's another classic fighting game character, which means that he has specific command inputs, which already makes him unique. His Go meter is also really cool because he gets 2 very strong additional attacks. But since they're only command input moves, you most likely won't be seeing them in a match, because we're talking about Smash players here. I also like how he has 2 completely different side specials. No other characters share this mechanic, so it makes him feel even more unique. His stage is also really different. Back in Smash 4, I made a box stage with my friends, and we used to play in it all the time. To have a stage based around this gimmick feels strangely nostalgic, but also awesome. King of Fighters Stadium also has the most amount of cameos as well. 50 freaking songs and 17 remixes! Enough said! Terry also comes with a good spirit selection as well. 13 spirits are a good amount. The battles are fun too. Challenger Pack 4 gets an 11 out of 10. This is absolutely worth your money, even if you're not an SNK fan. So much of SNK is represented here, and it's amazing. Byleth completely reminds me of why I despise the Smash community. I know that Fire Emblem already had 7 reps before this, but 3 Houses is an amazing game, and to see people complain about this character is honestly ridiculous. And what's worse is that I was once one of those people. But anyway, let's talk about him. Byleth isn't a unique character, but they really didn't need to be. After 4 unique characters that are difficult to master, it's nice to have a break and get a simpler one. On the plus side, they are a lot of fun to use. I love how strong some of their attacks are, but they aren't overpowered due to their speed. This is a little off topic, but I think they are the most well-balanced DLC character. Garreg Mach Monastery is a great stage. Traveling through the major parts of the monastery is great. I wish that all the students were in the background, but they probably didn't have the time to do that. But I still got Best Girl Dorothea, so I can't complain. The music selection is also fantastic. 3 Houses music is already great, so they didn't need to remix any of the original tracks. But I'm a major fan of the main theme remix. Byleth's spirits are also really good. I liked Reyes and Edelgard's the most because I chose the Black Eagles on my first playthrough. Challenger Pack 5 gets an 8.5 out of 10. All the content here is not bad by any means, but it's also not mind-blowing either. Hey, it's the first DLC character that I was actually excited for. I feel like a lot of people hate on Min Min because of her moveset, but I think the Smash team handled it perfectly. Translating ARMS into Smash is not an easy thing to do, but they did it. While Min Min might be a little bit annoying to play against, she is super fun to play as. Her moveset is incredibly different from any of the other characters in the game, and I love how they incorporated her 3 main weapons from ARMS into the game. Spring Stadium is a pretty standard stage, but I like the look of it. The jumping platforms are also really fun to kill with. I kind of wish that the stage was Sky Arena because of how beautiful that map looks, but Spring Stadium is still a great choice. Surprised they didn't choose Ramen Bowl actually. The music selection only came with 2 remixes, but that's perfectly fine once again. All the main ARMS tracks are in here, and the remix of the main theme is really good. Her spirit selection is decent. I wish they included all the playable characters in ARMS, but having the base roster, is still okay. Challenger Pack 6 is a strange addition to the DLC lineup, but a very welcoming one considering that ARMS is still a new Nintendo IP. It gets an 8.5 out of 10. I remember thinking that this announcement was leading up to Geno. Mario was trapped in a cave and I thought Geno was going to blow up the wall, but instead... Minecraft Pocket Edition was the first video game I ever played, and to finally have Steve in Smash was so bizarre yet beautiful. I know I mentioned that Hero was the most important DLC character, but Steve is a close second. He plays very differently, with most of his moves requiring you to mine materials to upgrade or use them. His ability to place blocks is also super funny and cool, but I unfortunately don't see them used often. All the main forms of attacking from Minecraft are incorporated here, like the sword, axe, minecart, TNT, lava, flint and steel, etc. I'm a little shocked that the potions and the bow and arrows aren't used, but that's fine because Steve is still awesome. His stage is also cool. I like how it has different biomes. My favorite is probably the Stone Shore one. I just wish that the stage layout randomly changed like the Mario Maker one to fit the theme of Minecraft better. But once again, I cannot really complain about this. His music selection is decent. 7 songs are the least amount of the rest of the DLC, but 6 remixes aren't bad by any means, and the Howland remix is nothing but a joy to listen to. The spirit selection is also nice. I like how they made the Ender Dragon the last one. It's a nice touch. All the other battles are fun too, and the slime one is very clever. Challenger Pack 7 gets an 8.5 out of 10. A great character, stage, and spirit selection, but the music selection brings it down by just a bit. For me, Sephiroth was the biggest out-of-nowhere DLC character. Rarely anybody predicted that he would be in. Joker, Kazuya, and Tyria are all out there too, but considering how stingy Square Enix is, I'm honestly really shocked that they pulled this off. And the fact that it's a villain just adds icing on the cake. We can have a third-party hero versus villain matchup in Smash Brothers. What world do we live in? If it were to be Terra from 6, Tidus from 10, Lightning from 13, or Noctis from 15, I still would have been shocked, but Sephiroth is just perfect. His unique gimmick is his wing. This acts like Terry's Go Meter, except his speed and strength increases as well, along with an additional jump and super armor on his smash attacks. I also like how his forward air can stick to walls, and Giga Flare is super fun to edgeguard with. Just like Hero, his stage isn't that unique, but it's so gorgeous. The background is stunning. The music selection is also great. 9 songs are still a pretty small amount, but Final Fantasy VII previously only had 2 songs, so 9 is definitely welcome. The remixes are all amazing. I've listened to all of them, and I like the bombing mission theme the most, but Aerith's theme is still great. Sephiroth also comes with the best spirit selection. 16 spirits were added, and all the battles are fun. But Sephiroth also came with one more thing that made him a very special character, and that's the Sephiroth Challenge. This mode let people access Sephiroth in the Northern Cave early if you beat him in a match. I love how they recreated the original FF7 menus for this mode, and if you didn't beat this mode on very hard, then you're not a true FF fan. I didn't beat this mode on very hard. Unfortunately, this mode cannot be played anymore. Sephiroth also has the best victory screens in the game. You could argue that Joker's victory screens are better, but Sephiroth is more iconic, so I give him the edge here. Challenger Pack 8 gets a 10 out of 10, but with Sephiroth Challenge, it gets an 11 out of 10. But since Sephiroth Challenge is not available anymore, then I'll keep the 10 out of 10 rating. This was the DLC that I was personally the most excited for. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the perfect game for me, and to see the 2 best girls from that game make it into Smash was a dream come true. Pyra and Mythra are both 2 completely different characters. While some of the moves work similarly, they're still completely different. Pyra having a bigger focus on power and Mythra focusing on speed. Mythra also has a unique ability called Foresight. In Xenoblade 2, it increases the party's evasion rate. In Smash, it lets her evade an opponent's attack, while reducing the amount of damage done by the attack. It acts like a combination of Bayonetta's Bow Within and Witch Time. The stage is also nice. I like how we're riding on Azurta, and he even has his own voice lines. Being able to see the major titans in the background is very cool. But I just wish that the stage was different. I'm okay with how it is now, but wouldn't it be awesome if we got to go inside and on the titans? Imagine starting near the World Tree, then Azurta flies toward Uriah and enters it. You pass through Fontamima and exit at the Elethro Ruins. Then you make your way to Mora Dane and fly around Alba Cavenage. And after you fly by Leftheria, and then to Gorma and Torgoth, and then to Tantal and Theoswire, and then Indal, and finally back at the World Tree. Wouldn't that be awesome? Now, I know that it would have taken a lot more time and resources to do that, but I would wait for it. But I'm still perfectly fine with the Cloud Sea of Allrest. The music selection is amazing. Xenoblade 2 already has an incredible soundtrack that I have praised too many times already, and thankfully they didn't remix a lot of the songs. The Counterattack remix is okay, but the medley is where it's at. The spirit selection is honestly the worst one. Only 6 spirits were added. While there are 3 legend spirits, they should have also added Dromark, Brigid, Pandoria, and Azurta. You could even have Azurta upgrade from his small form to his Titan form. Anyway, I'm done complaining. I probably criticize this pack so much just so it doesn't look like I have strong bias towards these characters, but the pack is still solid. Challenger Pack 9 gets a 9 out of 10. While the spirits are not that good, the stage is cool, the music is still perfect, and the fact that there are 2 characters in this pack is amazing. Just like Fatal Fury, Tekken is a very important series when it comes to the fighting game genre. It has a huge legacy, and Smash would not be what it is without it. Kazuya is an incredible addition to the roster. Him, Steve, and Min Min are probably the most unique characters in the entire game. He has a bunch of different command inputs, and all his normal moves are activated differently compared to other characters. I won't go into too much detail, but he is super cool. He's one of those hard to master but incredibly rewarding characters. I also love the effects on all his moves. He has those little yellow sparks that come out when he hits an attack, and I think that's a nice touch. Rage functions like Terry's Go Meter, but it disappears after using Rage Dive, or trying to use it multiple times. The Mishima Dojo is similar to the King of Fighters Stadium, except the walls can be broken easier. I like the look of the stage a lot, and that little Easter egg on the floor is nice, even though I don't know what it means, cause I never played Tekken. 39 songs are included, and 8 remixes! A great selection overall, enough said. His spirits are cool as well. 13 are a lot and the battles are fun. Challenger Pack 10 gets a 10 out of 10. Unique character, cool stage, a ton of music, and fun spirits. Well done, Kazuya. I find it interesting how Sora was not supposed to be in Fighters Pass 2 at all. According to Sakurai, Fighters Pass 2 was supposed to have 5 characters again, but he met a Disney member at an awards show, and they talked about the idea. And after pulling several strings, the Mad Lads were able to finish Smash Ultimate with the most requested character. Sora feels like he comes straight out of Kingdom Hearts. He is incredibly floaty, but that's not a bad thing. Maybe besides Hero, Sora is the DLC character that I like using the most. His air movement is so much fun to mess around with. His moves feel pretty straightforward, but just like Byleth, after having multiple difficult to master characters, it's nice to end off on a simpler one. His costumes are without a doubt the best ones from the DLC lineup. Having Timeless River along with the outfits from the separate games are amazing. Hollow Bastion is a very beautiful stage, and the dive to the heart segment is spectacular. No stage is changed based off the status of the match, so to have one like that is great. It could be a great stage for a grand final, especially because it's a tournament legal stage, at least for now. Transitioning to Dive to the Heart could be an awesome way to hype up the final stock of a match. While there aren't any new remixes, the music selection is overall solid. 9 songs, 10 if you have Melody of Memory, is a good amount from Square and Disney. While there are only 8 spirits, the battles are awesome, and I like how some of them have their art displayed in the background of the stage. Challenger Pack 11 gets an 8 out of 10. A fun character with a unique stage, and a good amount of music and spirits, but nothing too major. Besides the Mickey Mouse logo, of course. And there you have it, all the Challenger Packs reviewed. So, let's rank them. Here is the ranking. What was your favorite DLC addition to Smash Ultimate? Let me know in the comments below. I hope that you all really enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and night.